Seriously, no joke. Everyone is selling. I've done some videos in the past. Julian, where are we at? Where's that logo, Julian?
Oh my God, Rolex again. Wherever you go, Rolex.
Showed you ways really on how to get sought after watches that you've been looking for without a wait list at retail. Watches like this Daytona, for example, that I've just picked up. What are we doing here? What's happening, Julian? Give us an idea.
The white bag, yeah?
It looks,
White or black?
We have the white.
Okay, let me try it on.
look at this place. It looks like a soup. Everyone buying 1, 2, 3, 4.
This is hilarious. This is the new 1-2 reference. Yes, it's a two-tone one. It's not one of the highest in-demand ones, but it's still a Daytona. You don't just rock up to Rolex and say, I want a Daytona. They'd give it to you regardless of the material, whether it's precious metals or whatever it is. So this is the one I've been having on the wrist for like the longest time. You guys know about this one. I've just picked this. And I'm going to emphasize my message on how you can get this or even other options, and not just Rolex, by the way, other brands at a retail price point.
What do you prefer, blonde girl or like brunette? It's a metaphor. You don't take one that are both. But you know what I mean?
It's like, for example, if I don't play basketball well or if I'm not good in sports, the world will attack me because I'm black. I'm expected to have that. But for you, you can suck in sports.
We cannot jump.
Huh?
Yeah, we don't jump. What guy, they don't jump.
I'm at Qatar Doha today at a jewelry show very similar to the one in Bahrain. I would say even this show is a little bit more prominent than the one in Bahrain just because the representation of the brands, right, were a lot bigger. I don't know who's the authorized dealer that overarches a lot of these brands here locally. This is my first visit to Qatar. There's a larger community of sort of watch collector and enthusiasts here than Bahrain, in my opinion. So I decided to visit. Seriously, no joke. Everyone is selling. AP, Patek.
I don't like this one. It's too.
Yeah, she's two things then. Rolex, everything. And yes, professional models. So it's crazy. I think this is going to be the new hub placing Bahrain to some extent. Apparently the show has been happening for a very long time. There is no payment for entry, right? So you'd simply just register as a visitor, fly in. And that's exactly what I've done, right? I didn't have this plan. It wasn't on my agenda. It wasn't on my calendar. I just decided to visit, right? And I go there and I see all your suspects. Yoda Marpiguet, Richard Mille was actually there. Rolex was there. Rolex was selling watches. And they had everything. When I say everything, I'm talking about, yes, on the two-tone and the precious metal side of things, because the steel, you can imagine that went out early. If they had any, I personally didn't see any steel watches, but I did see all the professional models in precious metals and two-tones and even off-catalog models, right? During the trip, I had a friend of mine and I just passed him my phone and asked him to record it to show you guys, give you proof that this is possible.
33,600.
Okay. So I walk in and I see the off-catalog models. I've seen a Sky Dweller. This is the one with the baguette cuts. It also comes in a variation of a full baguette bracelet. Again, the tag there is completely different, but you're talking about whatever the retail is, right? They had everything. It's never been that full since 2014, 15 maybe. And I've seen these Daytonas. I've seen the 1105s. I've seen the 1109s. And, you know, I have them both, so not really something I'm interested in. But I just said, let me take my chances and ask about this two-tone, which is this one right here. And yeah, it was available. I was even given options. Do you want the black dial? Do you want the white dial? It was hilarious, right? That's an idea.
The white bag, yeah?
It looks.
White or black? It's like what you wish the experience would be in Rolex. Because we get this period where demand sort of supersedes supply, and we understand that. But it's been like that for years. And then again, Rolex is like the Toyota of it, right? This is not your Lamborghini. This is not your Ferrari. These are very reliable, robust watches. But there is really nothing when it comes to innovation or the quality you get with Moser or any of the other independents, for example, right? So I pick up the watch. This one, I pay for it, and I walk out with it, right? And this is something I'm actually not planning to. I mean, I don't know why I bought it. I don't wear gold anymore, right? And we'll come to that in another video. But I just wanted to prove to you guys that it's possible, right? Target these shows, at least in the GCC. I don't know about the rest of the world. You can walk in. And if you're early enough, you can pick the watch that you wanted to have, right? The Bahrain one would mean that you need to enter a little bit early. Unfortunately, early entry means you're part of a press or you're an influencer or royalty of some sort. By the time it's open to the public, you're not going to find anything interesting. But the Qatar one, it's just post the VIP tour that they do. You can just walk in and you'll have options. They've reserved a number of pieces for the public, right? such as this one, for instance. Richard Mille was there, not a brand that I'm keen on. I actually do have a 6701, but at the end of the day, they didn't even let me record or film or show you guys anything, and they were selling, but who cares, right? AP was there, Vacheron was there. Vacheron, my favorite brand. Flying Qatar with this awesome lady right here.
Good morning. Welcome to Doha.
And then Vacheron is another story. I wouldn't mix Vacheron in this type of video, so there's going to be a separate video on Vacheron and what they're doing there. But I just wanted to send this message out, right? This whole supply-demand game from a brand like Rolex is bogus. I'll tell you straight up. If you desire a specific piece and you've worked so hard to get it because it means something to you or you just simply want to have it, you don't really need to do the premiums unless you want it and you want it now and you just can't get it. So the alternative and the simple message that I'm trying to tell you is that this is possible. You don't have to have a wait list. You don't have to buy everything for them to offer you the one that resembles the one that you really want. You can target these shows, right? They happen once a year. You can visit on time and just, try your chances that are higher than getting it even at your local AD when you're doing a spend and you're doing a time, etc., etc. I'm tired of these games, to be honest. It's a very simple approach. You want a watch that is not available and you don't care about the premium. There's the aftermarket, and there's a lot of awesome aftermarket dealers. Alternatively, you can come to these type of shows and you can get it. This is a short one. I'm a little bit under the weather. You can tell by my voice, but I will be doing coverage from some other brands. I've seen some independents. I've seen some interesting things that I would like to talk to you guys about. Until I catch you on the next one. Take care.
This is Hello, hello. On parle qu'en français ici, donc pas d'inquiétude. Il est entre bonnes mains.